In this video, you will going to find about top 4 best copywriting books if you are getting started as a freelance copywriter. So I invite you to watch until the end. Top 4 best copywriting books for beginners. Let's have a look at what those 4 best books are. The first book is Scientific Advertising. So this is a classic book. This has very few pages. If I remember correctly, it has around 78 pages. So you can read it in one go. So this book explains how advertising laws have been established. In other words, a brief history about advertising. Also, the purpose of the advertising. It is clearly mentioned in this book how to make the reader buy from you. So that is also emphasized in this book. Another important point that is highlighted in this book is the WIIFM, which is what is in it for me. So in this section, what it does is it teaches you how to think about the reader and get attention and get them to buy from you. The next point is the importance of the headline. Now, most copywriters think that the purpose of the headline is to make the sale. That is wrong. The purpose of the headline is to get the attention of the customer and then make them read the first paragraph. Then gradually you will be able to move them to the call to action. Now there are more takeaways. This book emphasizes the importance of being specific. The more specific you are, the more believable, right? Also, you need to present facts clearly and you have to test few different versions of the same ad and identify what is the best performing ad. You have to test few times and then identify the best performing headline, call to action, the guarantee, and then you will be able to combine those and come up with a compelling advertisement. The second book is this, the Adweek Copywriting Handbook. So this book will teach you the importance of selling the concept of the product. So as you can see, the concept or the emotion is important because that is what makes people buy. Therefore, you need to identify the pain points and emotional needs. You need to target the emotion and speak to the emotions of the reader. That way, it will be easier for you to persuade them to buy. Also, keep in mind that people buy because of emotions and they justify it with logic. So if you understand this, it will be easier for you to write ads. Another thing is, this book will teach you how to decide the length of your copy. So this depends on several factors. It depends on the product or customer, the market, the price. There may be several factors. In some cases, you may think that long copy is boring. That is also wrong. Some cases you will think that short copy is not enough. That is also wrong. So how do you identify the ideal length of the copy? Here what you need to do is identify all the factors that is related to your product, market and the customer, then decide the length of the copy. So that is the correct way. Either way, if you use long copy or short copy, you need to make sure that your headline is attention grabbing and it is compelling, right? At the same time, make sure that your copy should be long enough to cause the reader to take the action you request them to do. That means the call to action, the final output that you want from them. There is more. Here, as you can see, you have and add a section for analysis of classic advertising examples. Here in this section you will find the reasons why some ads work and why some didn't work well. So what is the importance of this? Here you will be able to identify the elements that work and what didn't work. So you can, when you are writing for a client or maybe for your own benefit, you have to identify the mistakes and you need to avoid these mistakes. So if you make these mistakes, you will lose sales. So please go through this section and identify how to write a compelling headline, how to write a guarantee, and the right way and the wrong way. The next book is about how to write copy that sells. Right? Now this book presents you all the building blocks for a successful sales letter. There are few elements in the ad. As you can see, the headline, the call to action, the guarantee, and the testimonials. So how do you organize these kind of in a persuasive manner so that your copy is producing more and more sales? This book explains that as well. Now, also this book emphasizes the importance of writing attention-grabbing headlines. The importance of the headline is also emphasized. Another point is, this book will teach you how to position your offer in a competitive environment. As you can see, the competition is tough. The positioning is the key in order to make a large amount of sales. Also, there's a section. If you read that section, you will be able to find out how to write a compelling guarantee to take the risk away from your customer and make them feel comfortable spending money with you. The most important thing in this book is it has some implementation steps, right? As you can see, these implementation steps will guide you to get started right away as a copywriter. So I suggest you to read this book as well. The last book is Methods of Persuasion. So you might wonder, why do I'm a copywriter, so why do I need to read this kind of a book? It is about kind of psychology. As I said earlier, copywriting is about communication and persuasion. So you need to identify how human psychology works, what makes people buy, and you need to understand the buyer triggers. That means understanding the buyer. You have to identify what triggers the decision to buy, and you need to identify the pain points and then use it in your copy. Also, this book will provide you information about positioning your offer in a way that you have to give the optimal number of options. That means obviously it is more than one. So how do you package your offer in a way that users are going to buy the thing that you want, right? This is very important if you are selling in a competitive environment. Then another tip is this book will tell you about the confirmation bias. So the confirmation bias is thinking like your customer. If you think like your customer, they will agree with you with less resistance. That means when you are writing copy, you need to use the exact words in their mind. That way they will agree with you and they will automatically do what you want them to do. So this is also a highly recommended book if you are getting started as a copywriter. Now it's your turn. What is your favorite book? Comment below and let me know. So if you want some more book reviews like this, let me know in the comment section as well. I might make another future video on that as well. So I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.
Click the subscribe button now. Also click the bell icon to enable notifications. That way, you'll be the first to know when I release a new video.